Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 5-Star Podcast. I'm so glad you could join me today on this Friday. Alright, so before we jump into anything, I'm going to go ahead and remind you that if you go to blackstonelabs.com right now, and I mean like right now, maybe tomorrow, maybe another day, who knows, but if you go on blackstonelabs.com and at checkout you enter code CARRYGROW, no spaces, I could save you 20% off your order, except for ISO cream, of course. But still, I don't know about you, but I think that's a pretty good deal. Now, you know what doesn't sound like a good deal? The XFL. For those of you unfamiliar with the XFL, it is I'm trying to figure out a football league, I guess you could say. I was going to say like a sports league, but I guess a football league is a better way to explain it. It's a football league that is created by the owner of WWE, Vince McMahon, Jr., not Senior. He did this to create competition for the NFL, as far as I believe. As I know. By the way, if I state any facts ever, just know it's kind of opinionated. I probably don't check up on too much stuff for filming. Sorry. But, the XFL. And it wasn't exactly a success. So, with one failure, let's try again, you know? Second time's a charm, as they apparently say to him. I heard third time's a charm. I'm not saying, if this fails, try again. I mean, if you want, that's on you. I'm not Vince. But, in all seriousness, what does this mean for WWE? Of course, they're saying that this will not have anything to do with WWE. It will not be interrupted. It will not, anything like that. But could we actually believe them whenever they say that? Can we actually believe when they say that WWE is not going to be affiliated with the XFL? Can we truly believe that? I, for one, cannot. I have this fear, with that going in. Hopefully I'm proven wrong. It's still super early to determine. But I'm afraid that they're going to focus too much on the XFL instead of WWE. I mean, they're not focusing much as it is on WWE. They're not focused too much. I'm afraid with the XFL coming in, that their priorities won't be on WWE. They're going to be too focused on how to make this XFL work without failing. How are we going to make this an actual competition for a big league like NFL? If we want to go ahead and bring up, if we want to go ahead and compare things, right? Alright, so there's something, okay, WWE is the big league, correct? And then there's something like, let's say, 2016 TNA. Alright, actual TNA, not Impact, TNA. That's the way I'm looking at this. Is the NFL is the big league. Meanwhile, the XFL is going to probably end up looking like 2016 TNA. It's not going to do the worst, but it's surely not going to be any actual competition. And I, for one, I don't watch football. I try to... Okay, so I live in Louisiana, obviously. And I live in a home that have people that love football, that being my mother and father. They both love football. They love their Saints, of course. Louisiana, they love their LSU if we're talking college. Who else? They like the Dolphins. I don't know. I'm trying to remember teams. I'm surprised I even remembered Dolphins. Miami Dolphins? Is that who they are? I don't know. Okay, so my bubble just kind of popped there whenever it came to football. Oh, I know a little bit of the Louisiana. Yeah, sorry, I just became full idiot. I don't know anything about football except Someone has a ball, try to get them. Don't let them score. Oh, good job, they scored. Touchdown. Let's go again. Anyway, I'm afraid of what's going to happen to WWE. Because if Vince is still going to be, well, he's the big dog in WWE, obviously. But if he has a say in a lot of things, then he's not going to, I feel like he's not going to be focused on his main product, which is all things WWE, except for NXT. Stay away. I'm scared that he's going to focus too much on the XFL to show that the XFL could be a success. Now, I may be wrong. It may become a huge success. People might enjoy it again. Who knows? People might watch it, as a joke, but end up actually liking it. I can't predict none of that. As I said, it's too early. But I don't want WWE to end up failing itself over something that I think has a big possibility of failing in itself. Now, of course, they said two different companies, not going to happen, Me and Vince, we're running this, while Vince is still going to help control WWE, two different things. But that doesn't matter, because if the big dog of WWE is focused on another thing, he's not worried about that first thing. He's not worried about WWE. He's worried about XFL, trying to get the money, take down the NFL. That's what he's trying to do. And it's going to end up happening if he doesn't focus on WWE. This is all just speculation for me, but I'm afraid, well, I'm not afraid, but it's just like WWE is going to legit not have any competition for anyone, because they're going to become the actual competition. We're going to have brands like New Japan and Ring of Honor, and please Impact, give Impact a chance. Is going to be one of the top dogs. One of them is going to be the very top dog. And WWE is just going to be there. They're going to possibly be a part of the category that is under New Japan or Ring of Honor or Impact, whichever one. Probably New Japan if we're talking. Alright, so then the whole tower switches up. WWE's been on top forever. And I mean forever. And then this goes back to my last episode. But let's switch WWE with New Japan. WWE just fell down a notch. WWE is now where New Japan used to be. New Japan's on the top. WWE is at the bottom. Like, almost there. Like, fingertips away from going back at the top. And then we have the Ring of Honors, who's probably going to be very close to WWE. And then we're going to be Impact, which hopefully I want Impact to rise. Rise, Impact. I have something in my hand. I don't know why. I'm, like, waving it around as if y'all could see me. But, legitimately, this is what's going to happen. WWE... Vince needs to focus on WWE as much as he can, because that's his broad audience. Not a lot of people like the first XFL, so what makes them think the first people is going to enjoy the second XFL? Come on! Don't be. And you know what? He's taking a chance. Good for him. Good for Vince. But you know what? It's going to get him distracted. If anything. If he wants to focus on the XFL, good for him. Let him do that. But let someone else take the top part for now, until he figures everything out. Figures out what he wants to do with the XFL. Let Triple H, for example, take over the main Raw and SmackDowns, right? Vince can handle the house shows or whatever. They don't mainly do anything there, except kind of goof off and have some serious matches. But if Vince is going to focus a lot more on the XFL, then I think Triple H should focus on the main roster, and maybe it'll boost its numbers. What it definitely needs at this moment in time. With ratings jumping up and down and definitely not reaching levels that it has before. And they need to hit numbers that they haven't hit in, I can't say months, but years even. They are stuck. And their statistics, I don't know where they're getting it from, saying that they were the most viewed. Sure, that could be possible. But with it being stuck somewhere between the 1.3 million and the 2 million mark, it needs to escalate over, because that's the numbers they're stuck between. The 2 million and barely even touching the 1 million. If I'm reading things correctly on the internet, of course can't believe everything, nor should I just believe WWE was the most talked about thing, mainly because it probably sucked. Come on. And I'm escalating into how to fix WWE again. But if Vince wants to focus on the XFL, go for it. I have no problem. It doesn't. I tell you what, it's not talking to me. The XFL is not calling my name and saying, watch me. I probably won't watch it. WWE will forever call my name because that is talking to the audience that they're going for. XFL, they're trying to reach for football people. I'm pretty sure they're going to try their hardest to get wrestling people involved in some way, shape, or form to watch. Lord knows, we're going to see on every single Raw and SmackDown, the XFL is back. Watch on this channel on every Saturday. You know, something like that. I mean, what if they start broadcasting the XFL on the WWE Network? Hey, there's an idea. There's a way of boosting your sales in the network. If you want to watch the XFL, go ahead and watch it on the network, or you could probably find it on a pirated website. Woo! But really, I am scared that Vince, since he's older now, he's not the young guy that he was whenever the XFL first came out. He's a lot older. I'm not going to say he's wiser. I can't say that. I mean, he might be smart in some aspects. I mean, I saw, of course, can't believe everything on the internet, as I said, that he had a lot to do with what Women's Evolution pay-per-view looked like. And it had a good vibe to it. So maybe there's still a little bit of something in him that clicks. But if his priority is going to be on the XFL, and not with WWE, to make sure that one show does not overpower another, if he wants to make sure they're both as equal, let someone else run WWE for the time being. While he's gone, let them have the calls. Let them have the calls. And what should happen, let it be Triple H. NXT, since it's such a huge success, we could go ahead and debate that that's one of the biggest things that currently happens inside WWE. Most people probably have the network just to watch NXT. Let Triple H run it for a bit, as well as have some of the creative team still. Trust me, we don't know what goes in that creative team. We don't know what comes out of that creative. Well, we see what comes out of part of it, but we don't know necessarily if there's any actual limitations to them. You know, maybe they come out with a good idea and Vince is just like, no, that is horrible. Oh, okay, and it could be one of the biggest things ever. Who knows what happens within there? I'm just, I guess people's gonna call me a Mark. Whatever. My name's Kerry, but I guess Mark is pretty okay too. So, it's just something to think about. So, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this here. I kind of just rambled and ranted, I guess, in a way of just saying I'm scared of WWE's future with the XFL starting to come in. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. I'm glad you were able to, or willing to spend your Friday with me. I'll see y'all at the next one. What will we discuss? Who knows? I'll see y'all there. Thank y'all very much for listening to the 5-Star Podcast. See y'all next week.